Good evening. It is time to fumble through the big boy checklist once again. I actually meant to load the peacock skin, and we're flying out of Boston, and for some reason, maybe it's a conspiracy. They force you to use the Boston skin when you're in Boston, maybe? I'm not sure. What's up, Mike? So I just went with it. I loaded in. I swear I picked the peacock skin. This one's close enough, though. All right, I'm gonna get sim brief going. See if I can do 2 flights today. The first one's to JFK, and the second one's supposed to be to Detroit, based on the schedule that I got here. I started this, what was it, like 2 or 3 weeks ago. I did the last Phoenix flight, so yeah, Bruins livery. Yeah, it looks awesome. As someone who grew up in New England, though, at least when I was a little baby kid, a child as it were, I very much dislike the Bruins. But I'll fly it. It's fine. Bear Force 1. Darren says, I spent 2.5 hours tracking out a Visual Studio Code bug. As a Penguins fan, I'm taking this personally. Yeah, I'm sorry. If you're a Penguins fan, Flyers, Devils, Rangers, Islanders, I apologize. I also dislike this livery for similar reasons. So I just root for the Kings nowadays because, just root for my local team. It's fine. What'll cheer me up, a Kip on the ground stream? I hope so. You can see me fumble around. You spent 2.5 hours tracking out a Visual Studio bug. I'm going to spend 2.5 hours flying 100 miles. We'll see how it goes. Let me get the sim brief flight plan set up here. JetBlue, we're 4772 today based on OnAir company and what flight plan it gives us. Boston to JFK, A320-200. That's right. We got about 13,000 pounds of cargo and 125 passengers. What's up, Underdog? Oh my God, the purple. We're seeing the purple mustachioed. What month is that? Is that 6 months? It might be 6 months. Man, that thing looks good. Thanks, Sushi. Sushi made all the emotes. I don't think she's in here, but it's okay. You're not mad. I'm a little upset seeing the Bruins logo. It's okay. We'll still get all our passengers there as safely as I can. It'd take 2.5 hours to figure out how to start the big boy. No, well, if you wanted to do it manually, yeah, but you could just go down here, click this, and just hit turnaround. I don't know. Actually, what's PCA? With APU, is PCA ground GPU? Or you can just hit ready, I think. I don't know. Anyway, you can use the quick start. Never flown anything bigger than the 930. Yeah, I mean, I have barely flown this thing. I think the citations are really good to get into. You could do like Vision Jet or Honda Jet to get used to the speeds a little more, but the CJ4, the Cessna Citation CJ4 is amazing. And if you want something more modern, like the CJ4 has like an MCDU style computer like this on it, like the FMC computer. I don't know what the terminology is from one plane to the next, but it has this style of like flight computer. So it'll get you a little bit used to it, but it's just a little more nimble than something like this, but it still feels very much the same. Like as far as, and the checklists are way easier. You don't have a giant overhead panel like this. You just have a few buttons down here, and it's like a 5-step process to start the engines, which is awesome on the CJ4. And then if you want something more modern, you could go with like the Longitude. And both of those have been improved drastically by the team over at Working Title. They've done a lot of work on those in the past, so they are very good. All right, looks like our altitude expected is 22,000 feet. All right, 22,000 feet. Cost index is 25. I'm just taking notes from over here from SimBrief. Can flash it on the screen real quick. A little cut off there. Anyway, 22,000 initial altitude. Cost index 25. Looks like we have some, overall we have a headwind of about 12 knots average. And block fuel 10.5 thousand. And then here is the route. I will paste this in. So it looks like we have a departure, the SOX 7, and then the Parch 3 arrival. So I'm just pasting that route in my notepad on the side. All right, let me import this from SimBrief here. And always messes. Yeah, I wish. Anyway, it's the same thing with OnAir Company where I can't change the. I guess I could change the time in the sim. Anyway, it's just a whole nother step. This will be fine. I wish there was a way for me to force SimBrief or force OnAir Company to start. But I can't start the tracking until I load in the passengers. So we should probably get that started. All right, GSX is on, ground services, mass and balance. All right, 125 passengers. And then the planned cargo is, wait, 10.5. It's supposed to be, oh, sorry, that's fuel. Cargo 19.3. Does that include the passengers? It's supposed to be 12. Anyway, I assume this is all correct based on the import. So we'll just see how it goes. GSX loading. It's been a bit since I've done this. It's going to automatically choose everything. It's pretty awesome that it does that. I think you can turn off the automatic GSX integration with the Fenix and the options down here, but I left it on. I think it's under sim settings under here somewhere. Yeah, GSX right here. Auto, catering, pushback, deboard, all this stuff is, a lot of this is on by default too. All right, but it's not actually starting up yet. In any case, let's get this turned on. Battery 1 and 2. External power. I think I need to switch back to legacy controls here. All right, no smoking is auto for now. Seatbelts off. And then we'll go nav and logo 1. Master APU switch. Crash or your stream. No crash on my side. No frames dropped on my side. Should be, unfortunately, just you. Sorry. Start on the APU. Start the alignment. Extinguish all these lights. Crew oxygen supply. Stream froze. Had to hit F5. Very weird. Yeah, nothing on my end's yelling at me. YouTube's usually pretty good at screaming at me if something's messed up. What's up, Seth? Cyber, what's up? Hey, Underdog. Request boarding. Wonder why it didn't do this. Let me go down here and look. Okay, boarded 0. Loading aircraft. Oh, waiting for my action to open 1 right. That's why. Doors 1 right. Says open. It is open. Oh, I think it just did it automatically. All right, so we got catering coming in. Nom. Absolutely delicious. Nice. All right. You can now load aircraft from the EFB. All right, let's see if it does it automatically. See angry alien faces? What? All right, start the APU and then APU bleed. Let me double check our checklist here. I'm probably doing something wrong. Yeah, parking brake set. Battery 1 and 2 on. Did that. External power's on. Nav and logo lights on. Right there. APU bleed on. ADIRS to nav. Done. Fuel pumps on. Oxygen supply on. Overhead panel, no white lights. Arm the emergency exits. No smoking to auto. That's all done. And then we're supposed to go to the MCDU. So actually it has... Yeah, APU master on. After 3 seconds, hit APU start. Wait for APU available, and then external power off. Yeah, this is available, so we can turn external power off. Go over here and get rid of the GPU. Okay, GPU cart's gone. Fueling's on the way. All right, now let's see. MCDU setup. Let's do that. ATC AOC. Flight initialize, init data. A third of the way from the edge of the screen. What? What's up, Andy? Are your 30s young even at 39? Oh yeah, of course. If you're on the internet, typing on the internet, then you are young. If you don't even know what the internet is or how to use it, then you might be old. Or a little baby, one or the other. All right, data request. This looks good. JetBlue 4772, Boston to JFK. And is that Baltimore? So our alternative. Estimated time on route, 42 minutes. All right, now we go to flight plan. Actually, we'll go to init and do it here first. Then we'll go to flight plan. Get all our automatic wind entries and all that. You know, all the time you save by using these features is probably just end up beating GSX all the time when you get faster. Oh, the puppy has entered the room. She's like sleeping all day while I'm working. And if it's not a stream day, she just leaves me alone. But she knows as soon as I start streaming, I guess it's because I'm in here talking seemingly to myself, and she comes in every time. But thankfully, she's not barking. She's not yet. She will at some point. I'm using frame generation K, but I'm not. Oh my god! Come on, really? All day she's so good. She waits until it's stream time, and then I'm gonna have to like reverse my hours and work at night somehow. Stream during the day. I'm using frame gen with DX12 on, yes. But I'm using TAA right now. I'm not using DLSS. We'll see. That might change. Oh, yeah, we should turn the intercom on, right? Down here. I think I learned this last time. PA, right? There we go. Do I know any good light RGB lamps? I don't use any of that stuff personally. I wonder if my buddy Valis is in here. He bought some really nice lights recently to put behind his monitor. Like bias lighting kind of thing, you know, to make sure to reduce the strain of your eyes only looking at the screen, you know, with no light around it when it's nighttime especially. But all right, we got our passengers on the way. Yeah, I don't really use any of that stuff. I just have like one big floor lamp in here that lights the whole room, and I guess I kind of keep my room pretty dark in general, actually. Using the same config. Yeah, am I using everything on Ultra? Right now, I'm on high end. I do this pretty often, especially when I'm flying the airliners. Even though I have a 4080 and a 7800X 3D, I go in here and most of the time, I was doing this even with my 3080, I change global render to high end, and then I put all of these on ultra, like this whole first top section. I don't really notice a huge difference with like terrain level of detail or even object level of detail. Like, I don't really notice any of that stuff. And I'm running in 4K, so it's going to be crisper now anyway than back when I was doing 1440p. But yeah, I mean, for me, I don't care as much about the visuals as I do the performance. So I want frame gen on. And I want low enough details. Like, I don't even have live traffic on now. I don't see anybody but myself, and I don't care because I just want good performance. So I'll get my immersion from hearing ATC once we get that going with SayIntentions. Darren says 39 is the time in life when you should know better, but you're still young enough to go ahead and damn well do it anyway. If you feel good, then you're young. So you could be 80 and feel good. That'd be great. I hope to be there someday. Obviously, it's not really fully in your control, but you know, you're online, hanging out. As long as you feel good, doesn't really matter. Is the 2070 Super still good? I feel, don't we talk about this like every single week? It's as good as the performance you get in the games you play. We're bleeding a lot of fuel here, so I should probably finish this. All right, flight number JetBlue 4772. 4772. Cost index is 25 according to SimBrief, so I just do what they say. Cruise is 22,000. Now let's go import the winds. You can join just going where I am on USA West at what airport I'm at. There's instructions in the video description too. All right, winds are in. Now let's double check the flight plan. So SOX and whatever SEY is are part of our departure and arrival procedures. Really? The meows are still in SayIntentions? There's no way. Let's change to departure, to clearance 121.65, just to see if they go away. 65, there we go. All right, now we need to make sure we got the SOX 7 departure. Let's go Boston departure, SOX 7. Should be from runway 9 is what we're expecting. Might have to change that once we get our clearance. SOX 7. And insert. And then JFK arrivals the Parch 3. And we're expecting 22 left, so we'll just put in ILS 22 left. Parch 3. And SEY, Sierra Echo Yankee. All right, nice. And then in between, we just have one waypoint called a buzzard. All right, so we go over to plan here. I did hear about the Boeing. I mean, Boeing's been in the news a lot lately, yeah. Whatever conspiracy, if you want to believe that happened, that's, you know, it's up to you. I don't know that we'll ever know. Posted a screenshot in Discord. Oh, okay. Oh, those. Oh, they do look like aliens right here. Nice. I'm so confused. I was like, what? Yeah. It does kind of look like an alien. Now I will never be able to unsee that. Thanks. I entered JetBlue 74. 477. Oh, 4 instead of 72. Let me check that. You're right. JBU. I don't know if it matters, but yep, good to be accurate. 4772. Beautiful. Thank you, Greg. All right, let's review the flight plan on the plan screen here. Gesture to SOX, and then SOX should go to buzzard, which it does. And then SEY. Nice. Looks like there are no discos. Maybe towards the end? Okay, yeah, just towards the end. When we get from our arrival to our approach, which we don't know yet. All right, let's get our cruise altitude set at 22,000. We'll probably have to update this based on what they give us for the climb out, but... And then let's listen in on ATIS. I'm just going to be pulling the frequencies straight out of SayIntentions, just because there could be multiple frequencies based on the airport diagram, but we're going to just use the ones they give us because they basically just pick one frequency for every controller at a large airport, so we don't have to guess. We're already on clearance, but let's put in ATIS 135.0.
Condition code 555100% wet observed at 1940 Zulu. Runway 15 right condition code 555100% wet observed at 1940 Zulu. Advise on initial contact. You have information. Quebec.
All right, Quebec, here we go.
Boston Logan International Airport information. Quebec.
Sounds like we might have wet runways.
2354 Zulu. Wind 030 at 1 tree. Visibility 2 statute miles. Sky conditions, broken at 600 feet.
Nice.
Solid overcast at 1100 feet. Temperature tree, dew point 2. Altimeter tree 020. ILS 4 right departure 9er. Runway tree right is approved for turn off. Read back all hold short instructions and
they were giving some
altitudes.
runway info a second ago.
Increased bird activity in the vicinity of Logan Airport. Numerous cranes in Boston area and in vicinity of Logan Airport. All surfaces wet. Runway 4 right condition code 555100% wet observed at 1940 Zulu. Runway 4 left condition code 555100% wet observed at 1940 Zulu. Runway 9er condition code 555100% wet observed at 1940
All right, 100% wet on all the runways.
Runway 15 right condition code 555100% wet observed at 1940.
Sounds like it's saying code 55100%.
Quebec.
Okay, so we got Quebec, and this will be the first time I'm taking off with wet runways, I think, so... I know that comes into the takeoff performance calculation, so that'll be fun. Does look pretty crappy out. It's not raining, but the clouds are so low.
Broken at 600 feet. Solid overcast at 1100 feet.
All right, back to clearance delivery, and then we'll put in ground. After that, ground is going to be 2175. $21.75. All right. All right, let's get our clearance to JFK. Boston clearance, JetBlue 4772 IFR to Boston, or correction, IFR to JFK. Boston, IFR to Boston. Altimeter setting was 3020.
JetBlue 4772. Boston clearance cleared to John F. Kennedy International Airport via the SSOC 7 departure then is filed. Climb and maintain 6,000. Departure frequency 1 tree, point 0 squawk 2530. Information Quebec is current.
All right, cleared to Boston via the SOC 7 departure then as filed. Climb and maintain 6,000 feet, 133.0 squawk 2530. And we have Quebec, JetBlue 4772. All right, what's up, Robert? Do you run more trim than normal when taking off on a wet runway in a big jet? I assume it's like the takeoff length is longer. I assume the takeoff roll is longer, so we'll see. I've never done it.
JetBlue 4772, read back, correct?
This is what, like my 5th flight? But yeah, with the takeoff performance, yeah, we can choose wet for the runway. So I guess I could do the... But we could do this I can't say that word. Preliminary. Sync the prelim sheet here and calculate. So if we have 133, 134, and 138, 3 for flaps and takeoff 0.2, down 0.2, and we do it again. 121, Okay, so our rotation speed went down by 1, but our V1 speed, that makes sense. Our V1 speed is dramatically lower. So, yeah, when the runway surfaces is wet, are wet, it makes sense. It'll take us longer to stop because the surface is wet, less friction. So our V1 speed is lower. So once we reach that speed, we are committed to take off sooner than we would be with a dry runway. Okay, so I guess that's the main thing. And then the VR speed also, our rotation speed changed by just 1 knot. So it's a slightly lower speed to rotate, maybe to get us off the ground faster on purpose. But it looks like the flaps and our trim for the, well, horizontal stabilizer is the same. I'll need to remember to keep that on wet. I'm in the large, lad, yeah. It's going on based. We're in the big boy today. All right, let me go back to the checklist. So we, actually, let me set the things we got for, we got our transponder and our climb altitude. So change this to 2530 auto, and we're leaving that off for now. And then they gave us departure frequency is 1330. We'll set that later. And then climb and maintain 6,000 feet. All right, so 6,000 is set here. They didn't tell us which runway to expect. We'll get that from taxi. We're assuming runway 9er. What's up, Rory? You figured you'd run more trim to make the nose come up a little earlier. Yeah, it shows our rotation speed. It shows our rotation speed is just 1 knot lower than a dry surface runway. But yeah, I guess the big thing is just the V1 speed. You're committed to take off sooner since you can't stop as easily. All right, back to the checklist. En route waypoints are done. We did our departure. We did our arrival. We checked for discontinuities. We only have one at the end of the arrival, so we'll clean that up when we get to know what our approach is. After boarding and at page 2, we have to enter. Okay, yeah, so after boarding is not done just yet. We're at 125. We have 84 out of 125. Can we sneak in here and just watch people walking in? Just here creeping on our passengers. And move us ever so slightly. There we go. Nice. What a view. Hey, Amarchi, what's going on? Come on in, everyone. I thought I saw I was on Reddit a little bit earlier, and I think somebody said you can make the passengers like packed more densely together here if you want, so they'll load faster. But I haven't changed any of these settings. Yeah, the walking animations, it's not too bad. That's cool. They actually had like, what, maybe it was a mom and her kid walking in together instead of separately. Yeah, Rory, I did watch the videos. I watched 2 of the videos on the Duke today. The Dukes, both of them. Yeah, I saw that they had a startup video. They might have more videos, I'm not sure, but I watched the startup video as well, which was pretty awesome. It looks really, really detailed. Like, it looks like, I don't know, the M500 might be getting a run for its money. Especially with all the like, it reminded me of the Comanche, like, in terms of the detail of the engine, like the startups and all that. All the detail and the, with what they were showing with like the oil and the different starts and like, you know, starting the engine in different temperatures. It seemed pretty amazing. Yeah, you can change the density. Yeah. I'm in no rush. No, we're almost there. 27 people left. Yeah, the Dukes look really good though. I will get them. I'll get both of them when they come out. I might have to once again buy something outside of the marketplace. I really wish it would be in the... I hope it's in the marketplace on day one, but it's pretty much always out. Oh, it's just flight, isn't it? Their stuff usually takes a lot longer to get to marketplace, I think. They want you to go buy it from their site. Took an hour to load 180, yeah. Yeah, luckily we're only at 125. All right, so let's see. After boarding's completed, yeah, we just enter the 0 fuel weight and CG. So I'll get the departure set over here. All right, so we got runway 9. Well, most likely runway 9. So that's right here to our south. So pretty quick. Could be a much longer taxi. This is probably one of the shortest we can get. This is 4 left, and this is 9 right down here. And it looks like we're going to have to go Kilo to Mike and then to runway 9. 7,000 foot runway. Taking off over the water. Sweet. And let me go back here. Get our departure. I should probably look at the departure and stuff like that, huh? Why do I prefer the marketplace? I don't like having to download from like 10 different websites, one for each developer to get updates. If I'm not flying all the planes I have, like, I like that they just auto-update through the marketplace when it's available. And then if... I don't anticipate this happening, but if I ever someday go to, like, play on an Xbox, then all my purchases will transfer over. I just like the convenience of the auto-updates, and yeah, if I ever go to Xbox or something, or heck, even like Xbox cloud gaming or something, if that improves in the future, and we're all playing in the cloud 5 or 10 years from now because it's just so good. You know, I just want all my stuff in there in the marketplace tied to my account instead of separately outside of it. Theoretically, I think it would transfer over if I did cloud gaming too. But yeah, if you buy it from all the third-party marketplaces, then you switch to Xbox and you have to rebuy it all through the marketplace. Yeah, it's probably unlikely. Okay, let's see. So we got the SOX 7 and... yeah, SOX 7 and then the Parch 3.
Please place your large bags into the overhead lockers. Wheels first. And keep
So here's the SOX 7. Do not exceed 210 knots until 520 feet.
handbags, duty-free and loose items of clothing.
And then probably runway 9. Heading 092 to 520. Claw at or above 4,000. 250 knots, then to SOX. So if I want, I can go through and make sure all that's correct.
Ensure an on-time departure. We would kindly ask that you keep the aisle clear, enabling all remaining customers to board.
So there's Claw 4,000 and above, 520.
Departure. This is a no-smoking service.
Heading 092. Let's see. Yeah, 092 to 520. Direct Claw at or above 4,000 and below, at or below 250 knots. Oops, 1. There we go. Yeah, there's 250 knots. And we got Fenway Busick, Jester, and SOX. All right, we're loaded.
Cabin crew, boarding is now complete. Any remaining ground crew, please leave the aircraft.
Yeah, there's Fenway. I don't know what this is supposed to be. Busick, Jester, and then SOX. All right, we're loaded. Let's get that. Load sheet. We can just go ahead and hit send to MCDU. And then go over to the MCDU and... Okay. To the departure screen. Sync the load sheet. We're going to choose wet surfaces. Sync the live weather. 3021. We had 3020. See if the METAR is different. Broken at 600. Overcast at 11. Temperatures 32. All right, 3021 on the METAR. Temperatures 3. All right, then we have packs. I think we're packs on just because of the checklist. So I'm going to do packs on just to simplify the checklist stuff for me because I'm a noob. All right, 118 VR. So it was 121 before. Oh, okay. So packs isn't changing it. Okay. 118. So I think the weather did change. So we have 118 for the V1, 31 for the rotate, and 35 for V2. Flaps 3 and neutral on the trim. You just thought I support the creator more by purchasing it through them. I think, yeah, it depends on the developer. It's possible that some of them increase the prices in the marketplace compared to what they charge on their own site to make up for whatever cut Microsoft is taking from it. Yeah, I would hope they do that. If they feel like they're losing a lot of money, I would hope they increase the price to make up for it so they're still making the same amount. It's kind of annoying that they have to do that, but yeah. Kind of used to that happening with, like, you know, the Apple App Store and places like that. It's pretty crappy. All right, let me go back to the checklist again. So we entered ZFW. Oh, I didn't actually hit the button, did I? Send to MCDU. And down here, okay, flaps 3 and V1 VR. Rotate 18, 31, and 35. So flaps 3. I've never done a flaps 3 takeoff. I think I've done a 2 once or twice. Okay, that's set. Departure performance. Yep, we did that. Calculated. Entered all those. All right, ATC clearance. This is where it says to get IFR clearances at this point, actually. Maybe I should follow this next time. Glare shield, main panel. So we set local altimeter setting. Actually, it moved up to 3021, so we're going to do that. Just hit B. That changed it on all 3. Flight directors left and right are on. EFIS modes and lighting as required. Speed, heading, and altitude all dashed. We have dash and dot, and 6,000, which is our ATC. First altitude they gave us. Check thrust levers. Check movement. Yep, idle. And check the weather is off. I haven't turned it on. Transponder is set and on auto/standby. All right, ATC clearance for pushback and engine start now. All right, so then we go up here, GSX, and say we're ready for pushback. Do I want de-icing? It says no by default, so we'll do that. All right, ground frequency is 2175. Put that in, and then we'll put in tower after that. 24,725. And what gate are we at? I don't know if we can tell it if it matters what gate we're at. Like, I don't think it knows which gate we're at. We got like C9. I think I'm at C9 maybe. Are there any gate numbers here? Is that little tiny red sign a gate number? No, it's not. Is it on the ground? Oh, it is there. Charlie 9. Boston ground. JetBlue 4772 at Charlie 9, ready for pushback and startup. Free app to help with airliners. Oh yeah, FSFO. Yeah, where it can do all the checklists for you. Yeah, I've seen the actual airline simmers use those kind of things before. They seem pretty cool. I am kind of doing hard mode right now, doing everything on my own, but it'll help me learn a little better, I think. Are we going to get our pushback and startup? Let me see if it's... Okay, it is still pending. Helps a lot. Oh yeah, I'm sure. Or I could just use the like cold and dark startup and not use GSX and just be off way faster, but we end up chatting a lot anyway, so it always seems to take me almost an hour until we're like taxiing. We're at 46 minutes right now. You are too late for your scheduled departure. It's because of me not starting on-air company, so it doesn't change the time of day. So it's all confused about where we are. It is a daytime flight, so... And SayIntentions is just not replying. Oh, so it got my message, but it didn't, like, transmit it. Let's try it. I just hit the transmit button.
JetBlue 4772, pushback and start approved. Expect runway tree left for departure. Advise when ready to taxi.
Push and start approved. We'll expect runway 33 left, JetBlue 4772. They changed our runway. Why? All right, 33 left is our new runway. Sync the load sheet and sync the weather again. All right, 135. Send to the MCDU. At least it's really fast with those buttons. All right, now it's a flaps 2 takeoff. And 145 for our rotate. All right, let me make sure I chose wet. I did. Okay, and let's go back into here and change our departure runway. 33 left. And the SOC 7. Check takeoff data. Let's see, 135, 45, and 49. 2 and 0. That's correct, 2, 0. Yeah, that's all right. Okay, so when you overwrite it, I guess it gives you, you have to do a confirmation. All right, flight plan again. So now we have a different set of waypoints on our departure because they changed the runway on us. So 33 left, 330, 314 to tech. Then Kuzi at or above 5,000. There's tech. 314 tech and then Kuzi. It says at or above 5,000, so it has a star in here. So if we hit this. Oh, whoops, it's the wrong side. I have to hit the left button. Kuzi over here. Yeah, at or above 5,000 is right there. Okay, that's correct then. Okay, so now we're expecting 33 left, so it's not going to be as short of a taxi. We're going all the way to the east here, so something like Fox, Charlie. And we got 2 runways to cross now. All right, parking brake verify set. That's done. Windows are closed. External power is off. APU bleed verify on. Seatbelt signs on and beacon on. And let's see if FSX will, or sorry, GSX will, FSX, GSX will let us push back now.
November 967 Whiskey, good evening. You're coming through 5x5 on the radio. How can I assist you this evening?
All right, continue pushback. Too late. Reload sim brief. I wish I could just disable all of these things that are checking the time just because OnAir company is really messing with all of it. Actually, chalk should be on, shouldn't they? I did not remove them. But our parking brakes on? Maybe that's part of departure. Departure clearance requested. Oh, there we go. Are they attaching it? Ish. Looks like it. Departure clearance requested. It looks like all the doors and everything were closed. I'm not hearing from them though. Let's try this again. Usually they're talking right now. But we hear nothing. I mean, they're like kind of ready. Is the Fenix A320 the best? That's what I've heard, yeah, is that it is by far the best, especially with the latest updates. But if you don't have the money to buy it, just use the fly-by-wire A320, which is also supposed to be great. I don't know why they're not talking to me. Catering completed, fuel truck not available. We already did it. Boarding completed. I have to click that. Continue, pushback. Oh, here we go. And they didn't tell us which way to nose or tail. So let's see, we're facing in this way, right? So we want to face... I want nose right, I guess? Doesn't really matter. We have to turn all the way around. So let's just say nose right. Why am I not getting the sound? I'm not sure what's going on. I don't hear them. It says release parking brakes. Do I? Oh, let me check my sound.
Hawker 511, Hotel Alpha, follow the Falcon, hold short of taxiway Charlie.
Following the Falcon, holding short of Charlie Hawker 511, Hotel Alpha.
It's using default output devices. Yeah, we should be hearing it, but we're not. We were hearing it for a bit and then it stopped. All right, they usually say we can start our engines at this point, so we'll go ahead and do that. All right, start engine 2. Hopefully they don't slam us into the building. Looking good so far.
Thank you.
Oh, we hear GSX again.
Your flight will be monitored until you...
All right, that's OnAir company.
Gentlemen, welcome aboard.
Is that the Schwartz in front of me? I got a Schwartz sighting. Strike Eagle. This is the Strike Eagle. All right. Set parking brake. That's done.
About exit routes, oxygen masks, life jackets, and the brace position, which you must adopt if you hear brace.
GSX volume is actually really quiet. I wonder if in the settings I can change it. It's like really quiet. Maybe I just have it down on here so it's quiet. Yeah, I can probably turn this up.
Guide you to an exit.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Air 145 Kilo Alpha, continue taxi on taxiway Alpha, hold short of
It's kind of
runway
fun to
tree
hear
2.
all the GSX stuff.
Continuing on Alpha, holding short of runway tree 2, King Air 145 Kilo Alpha.
Belt signs are on, and we recommend that you keep it fastened at all.
Oh, Strike Eagle's the F-15. Dude, I don't think I have the F-15.
Masks will drop from
Okay, that's available. We'll go
Pull a
engine
mask
1.
towards you to start the oxygen. Put the mask over your nose and mouth and breathe normally. Hold the mask in place with the strap. Pull on each side to adjust.
All right, N1, 20%. Oh, sorry, that's N2.
If we land on
N2 should be
take a
60.
life jacket from under your seat. Remove
And then EGT's 400 to 500 degrees.
Pass the tapes around your waist and click together. Pull the strap.
There's fuel
to
flow.
adjust. Do not inflate the
EGT's
right
rising.
inside the aircraft.
N1's rising.
When outside, inflate it by pulling the top.
N1 for 20 and 260 EGT 400 to 500.
Topping up. Blow into this tube. There is a light and whistle for attracting attention. The cabin crew can assist you with life jackets for children.
All right, there's 60 on N2, 20 on N1, 460, and available. Okay. Back to normal, and then we have to tell them we got a good engine start. Confirm good start. Yeah, it's not playing those voices. Maybe I messed something up. All right, after start engine mode selector is normal. I just did that. APU bleed off and APU master off. Bleed off, master off. Engine and wing anti-ice as required. We're gonna leave it. I think you guys told me last time you don't need it until like negative 40 degrees or something crazy. Maybe that's just at cruise though. Anyway, auto brakes on max. It's 3 degrees outside, so I don't know. We turn it on or not? Auto brake max flaps for takeoff, so we're flaps 2. That's set. Arm ground spoilers. Rudder and aileron trim at 0, and we do have 0 for takeoff, so I'll just double check. 0 right here. All right, flight controls free and full movement. Love if we can just cheat with an external camera. Guess we could look down here for that. And then ATC clearance for taxi as required. So let's go ahead and get our taxi clearance. All right, taxi frequency, or sorry, ground frequency is 12175, which is what we're on still. And then tower we already have 124,725. That's in.
Runway Papa to the
I do own the F-15. Do I?
and
Oh, I do. Yeah, that's right.
to Flexpet.
Is that a D? Is that DC Designs?
Delta 1243, Minneapolis ground, pushback approved. Expect runway 30 right for departure. Advise when ready to taxi.
Yeah, I just can't tell if that's the F-15 from here. Boston ground, JetBlue 4772, ready to taxi with information Quebec. I think the ATIS might have changed. We'll see if they tell us that it changed. So runway 33 left. So we're expecting like Alpha, Fox.
JetBlue 4772, taxi to runway tree left via Alpha Charlie, hold short of runway 4 left. After runway 4 left, continue taxi via Bravo, hold short of runway 4 right. Then continue taxi at your discretion. Report when ready for departure.
All right, taxi to runway 33 left via Alpha Charlie, hold short runway 4 left. After 4 left, Bravo, hold short 4 right. Taxi at our discretion after that. JetBlue 4772. All right, are these, let's see, Alpha Charlie. So here's Alpha. And Charlie's right here. Okay, nice. So we have Alpha. Why isn't the pencil working? Alpha to Charlie. And then we're holding short 4 left. That's correct. After 4 left, Charlie. Hold short 4 right. Here. And then after that, it says at our discretion. So then we'll want to go Charlie all the way over here to 33 left. Nice. That's actually accurate taxi instructions. Heck yeah. All right, back to the checklist. We got our taxi clearance. Strobes to auto, nose lights to taxi. Strobe up here, auto, nose lights to taxi. Done. Runway turn off lights on or as required at night. All right, we're good there. Parking brake off, and let's taxi. I'm going to keep my eye on the bottom left corner of the screen here for the taxi. And we did set flaps already. Is the A320 marketplace? Yeah, it's not. It's actually, well, I didn't try it. I thought somebody said they tried it and it was kind of okay, the new Indy builds A320. But yeah, if you're on PC, then you can get the fly-by-wire A320 for free. I know Delta Tango was flying the fly-by-wire for a while and loved it. I think he recently updated with a new Block 2 update with Phoenix. He recently switched over, but he was a big fan of the fly-by-wire one as well. All right, we're continuing right here. What's up, Schwartz? Yeah, for a free plane. They're working on the A380, right? Didn't people say there were some sightings in VATSIM of the fly-by-wire A380? All right, we're going to follow this. It's going to turn to the right, and in two taxiways, we're going to turn left onto Charlie and hold short for left, and then we're going to contact the tower. This will be interesting to see. This is kind of a longer taxi. And we're crossing two different runways, so we'll see how SayIntentions does here. 380 is supposed to be crazy. Just everybody's going to be flying that thing.
Minneapolis ground Delta 1243, ready for taxi, requesting runway 30 left.
All right, this should be Fox on our left here. Yep, that's Foxtrot, and then this next intersection should be Charlie. We're going to turn left here. We're going to cross Bravo and then hold short, runway 4 left. All right, we're on Alpha. Charlie's to our left, and we're parallel with Bravo.
Cross runway tree 5 at Quebec Papa, hold short of runway tree 0 left.
All right, now we're on Charlie, crossing Bravo and holding short 4 left.
30 left, Delta 1243.
All right, let's see what the tower gives us. This will be interesting. Boston Tower, JetBlue 4772, holding short, runway 4 left on Charlie, taxiing to runway 33 left. Look at that windsock.
Blue 4772, Boston Tower, taxi to runway tree left via Charlie, hold short of runway 4 left. Report when ready for departure.
All right, taxi to runway 33 left via Charlie. We'll hold short runway 4 left, JetBlue 4772. All right, taxi, hold short runway 4 left. Wait, that's what we're at right now. Wait, hold on. Wait a second. I was like, I just assumed they're saying 4 right as our next one, but they didn't. They said to hold short 4 left. Boston Tower, JetBlue 4772, holding short runway 4 left. Yeah, request to cross. Yeah, maybe.
JetBlue 4772, roger, hold short runway 4 left.
We're holding short 4 left. Can we cross 4 left to taxi to runway 33 left? JetBlue 4772. Yeah, I think we might have to request it. But I mean, at least it gave us an accurate route. You can unplug the cable. Yeah.
JetBlue 4772, cross runway 4 left, then taxi to runway tree left via Charlie, hold short of runway 4 right.
Cross runway 4 left, continue via Charlie, hold short runway 4 right, JetBlue 4772. Alright, that's what we were expecting. First time. So we're going to go this way. We're going to cross this taxiway in front of us, which is Mike. And then we're going to continue on Charlie and hold short runway 4 right. Saves you 1 FPS. Wait, does it really? I don't know. I don't know if that's... I would believe it. All right, and here's 4 right. Boston Tower, JetBlue 4772, holding short runway 4 right, ready to continue our taxi.
JetBlue 4772. Taxi to runway tree left via Charlie, hold short of runway 4 right, then continue taxi at your discretion.
We're already holding short runway 4 right, JetBlue 4772. We're here. We're holding short. We're being good.
JetBlue 4772. Cross runway 4 right, then taxi to runway tree left via Charlie, hold short of runway tree left and advise when ready for departure.
Cross runway 4 right and continue via Charlie to runway 33 left. JetBlue 4772. All right, all right. Just takes a little nudging, but they get there. All right, so now we can continue here, hang a right to continue on Charlie, and then we'll make a turn left for the threshold of 33 left. Oh, I didn't start our chrono. Rip. Fail. Ruin the entire flight. All right, checked our brakes, terrain, weather radar, wind shear, predictive wind shear. We'll turn that on. All right, PWS on. TCAS, TARA, and push takeoff config button. And we go a little straight and then to the right here. We're just going to where Lake Pilot's at. All right, TARA. Or crossing runway 27, but they said at our discretion, so we're just going.
Yeah.
All right, takeoff config test push. Good, normal. All green. We got a company message. I think that's just a load sheet. All right, packs 1 and 2 as required. Those are already on. Engine wing anti-ice as required. Engine mode selector as required. I just leave it. Nose light takeoff, landing and strobe lights on. All right, this is Charlie 1. I'm going to go all the way. Taxi lights are on. Boston Tower, JetBlue 4772, holding short runway 33 left, ready for departure. All right, landing lights on. Strobes are on. All right, cool. All set. Afterburner takeoff. Oh, yeah.
Are
we supposed to...
4772, runway tree left, line up and wait.
Runway 33 left, line up and rate. Wait, JetBlue 4772. Don't we go up here and hit like forward call button or something? There we go. All right, 33 left on the paint there. Rotation is 149. V1 135 or rotate 49. 35 49. All right, flaps 2. Spoilers armed. And let's bring up our departure. Oops.
JetBlue 4772, wind 019er at 15. Runway tree left, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 33 left, clear for takeoff, JetBlue 4772. All right, brakes, 50%. Flex, okay. Whoops, up on the hat. Oh, no, no. Down on the hat? Oh, down on the hat, there we go. Whoops, I am way right.
Citation 4 tree Mike Whiskey, hold short of runway 12 traffic on final.
Holding short of runway 12, citation 4 tree Mike Whiskey.
All right, V1. It's so squirrely. Rotate. Wow, I am so far right. The wind is pretty insane. Gear up. Yikes. All right, flaps 1. Autopilot on. 700 EGO.
JetBlue 4772, contact departure.
Over to departure, JetBlue 4772. Oops, we need 1330. Fail. On with tower so long. I had all that time to put it in. Why can't I? There we go. Boston departure, JetBlue 4772, 2,000 feet, climbing 6,000, SOX 7 departure. Whoops, climb lever.
JetBlue 4772, Boston departure. I am not seeing your transponder. Confirm squawking 2262 mode C. Ident one more time for me.
2262? All right, flaps are all the way up now. 2262? Did that change? And ident. That changed, right? Let me see what I wrote down. I wrote 2530 and read it back. Squawking 2262, JetBlue 4772. Yeah, that changed. It's auto, TARA. Alright, we did the ident. After take...
JetBlue 4772, radar contact established.
Okay.
Climb and maintain 12000, turn left heading 090. Proceed on course, SOX 7 departure.
Alright, climb maintain 12000, turn left 090, continuing the SOX departure, JetBlue 4772.
Remember that smoking is not permitted at any
Well, if we're continuing the departure, then I'm not going to fly the heading, because,
in just a few moments.
yeah,
We'll commence our
we're flying that heading.
service, offering you the chance to choose from our fresh selection available today. Full details can be found in your in-flight brochure. You can also purchase a selection
JetBlue 4772 radar contact, Boston altimeter
Here we go again.
3018.
All right, 3018. Good to know.
Just ask us as we join.
All right, 3018. All right, after takeoff checklist finally. Flaps are already up. Gears verified up. Spoilers are disarmed. Pack 1 and 2 are already on. Engine and wing anti-ice as required. Engine mode selector as required. It's on normal. And then transition altitude standard. Lights off at 10,000 feet. We're at 8,000. Okay, we're just waiting for 10,000. And we're almost there. 3,200 feet per minute. Whew. Hey, Oasis, what's up? Did we miss the afterburners? Yeah, probably because I had to zoom in and stare at my airspeed. All right, 9,300. Let's go ahead and get the lights off now. Using my switch. Okay. Nose light off. Yeah, off and retract. Landing lights, nose light off. Terrain was already off. Passenger signs as required. They can stand up and they can smoke. All right, still just have one company message from the load sheet. Oh, let me turn off. This is gonna mess up Schwartz's being so close, but I can't see him because I have this on, or I have this off. There we go. What's up, Golixian? Today you try to fly the Phoenix. Have a fever of 105. Ooh.
Maintaining 4,000, expecting vectors for the
105 is scary.
69er Sierra Mike.
You put your passengers as 14 instead of 140. Sounds like something I would do. All right, we're direct Colin now, and then SOX, and that'll end our SOX 7 departure.
RNAV tree 6 number 2, following a diamond.
There we go.
Cleared RNAV tree 6, following the diamond 6-7 kilo.
All right, 11,000, almost 12,000. We're leveling off at 12,000 per ATC. Is that the top altitude? Top altitude's 5,000. We expect them to climb us up even higher. Maybe they'll give it to us when we get to Colin. Oh, do we have another? We have a discon. Sorry. Let's see. I think we can just... We should go direct buzzard. Yeah, that's right. All right, let's fix that. All right, that's better. All right, 12,000 feet. We're holding it here. It told us to climb and maintain 12,000. Do I use custom cabin announcements? No, those are just GSX. You just have to turn on this PA right here to hear them. So just turn it on and turn the volume all the way up if you want to hear it. I didn't figure that out for a little bit. This is like my... I don't know. I flew the Phoenix a long time ago, but... I think I've flown like 6 or 7 flights with it since the update. All right, hopefully we get higher. We're supposed to go up to flight level 220. And I want to bring up the arrival. We have the Parch 3 into Kennedy. Parch 3 right there. And let's get the ground chart started. All right. Shank. Is this to scale? I think it is, yeah. Sandy Point is part of our approach. So it looks like we're going down this way. Where's our... We have Buzzard as this en route waypoint. I don't know, maybe it's somewhere... I don't see Buzzard. But we have Sandy Point as our initial fix here. Sandy Point, Parch, then Calverton. All right, we're getting meows again. That's still not fixed, I guess. Missile lock. They have a boarding ambience. I had one of them that I paid for and tried one night, just off stream. And it doesn't sync with like GSX, so it's kind of weird having the announcements that are different than the GSX announcements. And the boarding time, like the boarding times were all wrong. It just kind of estimated it. It was different than GSX, so I just thought I'd simplify and just use the GSX one. But yeah, once I get tired of these, if I keep flying the Phoenix, then maybe I'll switch it. All right, we're coming up to our left turn. It's our waypoint, Socks, and then Buzzards after that. Hopefully they'll climb us. It's kind of a bummer to be sitting at 12,000 feet this long. Meow. I can't believe that's a thing that grown human adults do on the actual ATC on an emergency frequency. It's kind of unbelievable. It sounds so juvenile that it's almost believable. Like, anyway, so my girlfriend was saying that people actually do that on the guard frequency. It just sounds ridiculous. But if somebody has an actual problem and you're like, they're making cat noises, it's kind of weird.
JetBlue 4772, climb and maintain flight level 220.
Climb and maintain flight level 220, JetBlue 4772. All right, 220, open climb, nav. All right, up we go. All right, so we're going direct somewhere. Yeah, obviously this direction is where Buzzard is. And then after that, we're going Sandy Point VOR, which starts the arrival procedure into JFK. The Parch 3 arrival.
JetBlue 4772, contact Boston approach on 118.2.
118.2, JetBlue 4772. Yeah, they meow on the radio in real life. On the guard frequency, which is for emergencies. It's pretty weird. If I was an actual pilot, I could anticipate getting snarky and replying back to them and telling them to shut up. 118.2. But I haven't touched a real plane, so I don't have to worry about that. All right, let's check in with Boston approach. Boston, JetBlue 4772, 15,000, climbing flight level 220. Something to intercept. Here, I'll put the flight plan in again. If you want to look up the arrival, I can put the flight plan in chat. We're just going to a waypoint called Buzzard.
Boston approach, roger.
We just finished the Sox departure, so we're direct to Buzzard now, and then we're direct SEY, which is right over here. That's Sandy Point. All right, let's clear this company message finally. Whoops. All right, viewed.
JetBlue 4772, Boston approach, contact Boston Center on 132.9er.
32.9, JetBlue 4772. All right, that was a quick change again. Boston Center, JetBlue 4772, 17,500, climbing flight level 220. All right. Still climbing, 2,000 feet per minute. Here comes 18,000, standard altimeter, standard, and standard. All right, done. All right, and then let's see, restrictions. Calverton VOR, we got 250 knots at 12,000 exactly. Then Rober expect 9,000. Let's see. Sandy Point, Harch. Triple C is sorry, that's Calverton VOR. Yeah, 250, 12,000. Yeah, there's 280, 250, 10,000. It's 250, 12,000. Let's fix that. Yeah, 250. It says expect 12,000. And then Rober expect 9,000. That's the last constraint. There's Rober. 250, 12,000. There, 9,000, right? Expect 9,000. And there's no speed restriction. Alright, so it's 12,000, okay. And then 10,000, speed limit 250. Manual, alright. Let's see if they give us our descent or our approach at some point realistically here.
Hawaiian 104, climb and maintain flight level 410.
You know, by realistically, I don't actually know what's realistic other than
Hawaiian 104.
a good amount before we get to our actual approach would be nice. I think if I remember correctly, what happened last time was we got the approach like as we hit the last waypoint of our star. So I might have to bug them to get it earlier. All right, cruise, FMAs, check. That's everything's cleared. Pressurization, check. Cabin altitude is stopped, 2650. Only at, not even at 22,000 yet. Oh yeah, we are now, 22,000 feet. Monitor flight plan and cross-check top of descent. Enter destination data. All right, top of descent, 67 miles, that's why. All right, arrival. It said 22 left originally. And we'll need to check the ATIS. Actually, I can check the METAR here. All right, scattered at 900, broken at 2300, overcast 3200, 3014. I'm gonna go ahead and just put in the ATIS and we'll listen in. I assume, I don't know what the weather is. We'll see if it doesn't say raining or anything. But with, yeah, 900 feet for the clouds. I think ours were 600 and it reported the runways as wet. So we set wet for our runway condition on takeoff. Could do the same thing if it says it's wet there. All right, so let's go get the chart. Get the ATIS frequency for JFK. All right, airport info, DATIS 128,725. And VHF2. Does that sync with this one? Oh, it doesn't. Maybe we have to turn this one on. All right, 128,725. All right, so departure, we'll at least be able to put in 9,000. for the bottom altitude. Yeah, we have 12 and then 9 and whatever they give us after that. Expect radar vectors to final approach course for 22 left and right. SimBrief said 22 left. Caution, parachute jump activity southeast of the Calverton VOR at and below 13.5 sunrise to sunset. That's when we get over here. Oh, that's crazy. At or below 13.5 and we're at 12,000 when we get there. That seems like conflicting altitudes. Good luck, skydivers. You saw a Rangers plane? Yes. Yeah, arm those missiles. There's nobody in the plane. Engaging targets. Ooh, I haven't... What is ETP? I haven't seen that before. This is new for me. Equal time point. Oh, that's the equal time. Okay, so that is basically the 50% mark on the route. When an aircraft is the same flying time. Oh, from 2 potential en route diversions. Oh, okay. Calculation of appropriate CP critical point aids decision making when deciding on course of action following an event like an engine failure. So it's basically saying if you're around this point, you're going to have to decide between deviation options. Interesting. Or a medical emergency, yeah. Okay. Thanks, Google. What's up, Pryfly? You made that whole flight, couldn't find nose wheel steering on the C-17. Oh, the C-17. I have not flown that.
Center on 124.85.
124.85 JetBlue 4772. 124.85. We change so often, but then again, we are going Boston to New York. All right, still wants us to enter destination data. All right, Boston Center, 124.85. Boston Center, JetBlue 4772, flight level 220. Oh, it's freeware. Nice.
JetBlue 4772, Boston Center. Roger.
Roger. Okay. All right. I think we need to start our top of descent by now, right? All right, 30 miles. All right, enter destination data. So I can put in our approach data. Just what it... We don't know if we're getting 22 left, and they're probably going to change it on us, as they do. All right, Phoenix. Arrival METAR 130. It gets the winds automatically, right? So we just need temperature 7 and 3014. And if we're doing the ILS for 22 left, two left. Oh yeah, we got a Cat 3. Yes, 0 time. 0 radio. All right, turning left, direct Calverton VOR. And expecting 12,000. All right, top of descent, 21 miles. What's up, Turk?
JetBlue 4772 Boston Center, descent and maintain flight level 200.
Descend and maintain flight level 200, JetBlue 4772. All right, 200. Open descent. Throttle idle. Down to 20,000. All right. And we do have the ATIS tuned in on comm too. We'll see if we actually hear it though. That glare is actually a little annoying. I don't know that this is gonna help though. There's this guy. Here we go. Does that help? Not really. A little bit. Almost. Target was identified as a civilian airliner. So what did you do? Returning to the mothership. I'm gonna turn the multiplayer traffic back on. I turned it off when we were like taxiing and stuff because it's kind of weird using the CAN traffic when you're on the ground, especially. Like I don't want to talk over them, but I also want to talk over them so I can get a word in. Then again, I guess in the real world, it would just be nonstop. All right, we're leveling off at flight level 200. There we go, altitude in the box. All right, they just had us descend a little bit. What if that changed our top of descent? No, 12 miles. Entered destination data already. Just want to see if they give us our descent or not. It would be nice to know which runways they're landing at. I don't know, maybe like I feel like I'm going so fast that I'm not used to how fast we're going, so I'm getting like nervous about not knowing the next information when I think I should know it, but it's more likely that we just shouldn't know it yet. But I don't know, we only have 2 waypoints left, right? We have Calverton, which we're headed to, then we go to Robert, and then I guess we have Crail after that with no constraints, and then we end off right here at Capit for runway 22 left. But if they change our runway, then then that's going to change where we go after Robber or Robert. I guess it's Robber. SayIntentions seems not to know this. I mean, I don't think it's going to be perfect, but I want to give it a chance at the same time, you know? Yeah, our top of descent's coming up like in a minute here. Oh, I vanished for you? I still see you. Multiplayer problems strike again, I guess. Our favorite. When SayIntentions gets Navigraph data. Yeah, I saw that announcement. That's pretty awesome. It's interesting just because, I mean, I assume it's going to just make it so much better to have all that new data.
4772, descend and maintain flight level 140.
Flight level 140. Descend and maintain flight level 140, aka 14,000 feet. JetBlue 4772. All right. OP descent. Overpowered descent activated. It's so overpowered that our engines are going to go idle. Yeah, I can still see you. What are you doing? The puppy ran in here and she's just like making noises. She probably just wants to play more. Flight level 140. Oh yeah, 140,000 feet.
Approach in use ILS runway 22 left.
Alright, we're getting the ATIS.
Departing runway 221. Notice Airman Bird activity vicinity airport.
Did it say landing and departing 22 right?
Operating the JFK. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions applies on initial contact. You have information Yankee.
Yankee?
John F. Kennedy International Airport information Yankee. 0151 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 10.
Nice.
Sky conditions. Broken at 2500 feet.
Descend and
Solid
maintain flight
overcast
level
at
080.
3100 feet. Temperature 7. Dew point tree. Altimeter tree 0.
Descend and maintain 8,000. JetBlue 4772.
ILS runway 221. Departing run.
Oh, I have to switch it off. Okay, I can't just turn the frequency. They said descend and maintain flight level 080. They think that I am not in the United States. I'm just debugging that. Logged it for them.
Debug logged.
All right, debug logged. All right, they're just sending us to 8,000 now. And we're at 16,000. I don't have the altimeter setting from them. I feel like they should give me the altimeter setting when I'm starting the descent. It was it 3014? Let's go back and check. METAR 3014. All right, let's set that everywhere. All right, set. All right, we still don't know what approach we should get. They're just descending. They're just descending and vectoring us. It looks like they're not even telling us the approach.
4772. Descend and maintain flight level 030.
Descend and maintain 3,000. JetBlue 4772. 3,000. All right. Which runway are we expecting? We're set up for 22 left, so this is going to be interesting. They're going to give me a visual, aren't they? And I have no idea how to do this, so it's going to be a hilarious failure. I have not been flying and practicing traffic patterns in the 320. All right. So, yeah, this does say expect radar vectors to final approach course.
JetBlue 4772, contact. New York approach on 120.05.
120.05, JetBlue 4772. All right. 120.05. New York approach, JetBlue 4772, 12,500, descending 3,000. All right, I think they're just going to give us vectors or something.
JetBlue 4772, New York approach, roger.
I have no idea how to do a visual approach, so GG, game's over. Good thing it's a simulator. Yeah, we don't even have anything. Let's see. I mean, I put in for the ILS for 22 left, so I could just fly that, I guess. All right, auto brake. We should probably get the performance for the arrival here. Refresh, 22 left, apply, medium brake. All right, landing weight is 138.5 plus 5.6, 144.1. We're almost always at 144.1. And it said it was clear, and it didn't say anything about wet runways, so we'll do medium, auto land. Ooh. That seems like pretty far, doesn't it? All right.
12575, no.
Did that guy say na 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 na? Auto brake as required, medium. I guess we'll go medium. Passenger signs as required. Get back in your seats. They can keep smoking, of course. Let's put our landing lights on. We're at almost at 10,000. So if they give us the visual, but I want to use the auto land, how do I do that? I don't know. I don't do it, probably. I just make a horrible visual approach. Ladies and gentlemen.
Your tray table must be stowed.
Keeps cutting out.
You now need to be seated with your seatbelt fastened.
United 540 traffic alert at your 3 o'clock, 5 miles, same altitude, advise.
Alright, landing lights are on. Nose lights set to take off.
Toilets are no
Yep, that's done.
Thank you.
Train as required. I should probably turn that on. Have the ILS tuned in, hit approach mode. I did set up for the ILS for 22 left. Should bring up the chart here. Localizer 1109er. 1109er and course 223. Music will make it better. Not enough meows. Yeah, thank God. The meows kind of trigger me a little bit because of what my girlfriend told me about how real adult people think it's hilarious to actually do that in real life on a guard frequency, which is for emergencies. It just seems so messed up. I don't like it. I would be embarrassed to hear that, let alone do it myself. Don't forget to hit LS. Yeah, I might just listen to them and just try to land it myself and do a horrible job. You know, because it'll be funnier. I'll probably get like a 800 to 1,000 foot per minute landing. It's not going to be good. But yeah, it seems like it's giving us a visual approach based on the arrival and then that it's clear with 10 miles of visibility. The ceilings are at 900 feet though. At least with the METAR.
JetBlue 4772, New York approach, contact Kennedy Tower on 123.9er.
Oh, here we go, Kennedy. 123.9er, JetBlue 4772. We'll get Kennedy Steve at the ground there. All right, looks like we're going to expect them to give us headings now at this point. Kennedy Tower, JetBlue 4772, 6,500 feet. And we're expecting 22 left, which is a 224 heading.
JetBlue 4772, Kennedy Tower, climb and maintain 1000. Expect vectors for the RNAV approach to runway 22 left.
We were already told to descend to 3,000 feet, and we're expecting the ILS for 22 left. Can we get that? JetBlue 4772. We're already past the... we're going to have to get vectored around at this point. They had us go down to 3,000. I'm interested to see if it can parse that.
Roger, descend and maintain 3,000. Expect ILS approach to runway 22 left.
Descend and maintain 3,000. Expect ILS 22 left. JetBlue 4772. Little bit of crossed wires there. They're gonna have to like vector us around or something.
JetBlue 4772. Roger, continue to maintain 3000 until established on the localizer cleared ILS approach, runway 22 left.
All right, maintain 3000, clear to ILS 22 left, JetBlue 4772. All right, let us turn around and activate the approach, I guess. So, yeah, I mean, this whole, all of SayIntentions is in a beta, so I don't expect it to be perfect. All right, looks like we're just going to vector ourselves to the right, I guess, go around to Rosley. And then 224 is the final approach course. I mean, what's nice is they didn't have like any IFR stuff until a few weeks ago, so they weren't even like, I wasn't expecting any IFR support for a while, so even that we have this much is fine with me. All right, so progress, destination data is in. And it already has our approach activated, it looks like.
Cabin crew must now be seated for landing. Thank you.
All right, yeah, this is not the best. All right, so 1800, so 3000 at Rosley and then 1800 at Zalpo. So I'm gonna go direct Rosley. Okay. And then 1800 landing system. And then approach, I guess. Okay. All right, we got the glide path. Cat 3 single, so we'll turn the second one on a little bit, I guess. All right. Yeah, it throws me like I'm not, since I'm such a noob in this thing, like even just vectoring around is a little stressful. Especially at the speeds we go to in this. Definitely not my wheelhouse. But it's a nice change of pace. All right, 9 till Rosley, then 5 till Zalpo, and 5 to the runway. Dog is as stressed as I am. All right, auto brakes on medium. We already selected our altitude. Yeah, that's all good. Approach. LS is on. Auto brakes are set to medium. Ground spoilers arm. I set flaps 1 already. Engine mode is required. Altimeter verify local. That's based on the METAR. Localizer intercept. Yeah, flaps 1 and approach mode are active. Intercept the localizer. Then set flaps 1 and S speed. Glide slope capture, flaps 2, gear down, flaps 3, flaps full. I thought you're supposed to have all that in before you hit the glide slope. We'll just tell ATC when we'll tell the tower when we're established on final. And I don't set the course in this, right? Does it have that automatically? Yeah, it's got 223 right there. Which is set down here automatically, right? We set it. If I needed to change it, I would set it here. I think. Okay. Try the 1-3 left approach. That's a fun one. Oh, I'm not looking for fun. I'm looking for hit the button and let it do all the work so I can feel good about myself. A little more than I normally would. I mean, if you don't use auto land every single time and use all the assistance features, you know, like the sim brief import and the wind data import, are you really a simulator Airbus captain? The answer is no. Automate all the things, do no work, and have to know absolutely nothing about it. That's the goal. No. Alright, Cat 3 single. Alright, we're at S speed. Alright, we got Loke Star. Airbus the flying computer. Yeah, I do want to learn the things. The last time I think it was it like a 600 or 700 foot per minute touchdown. It was really bad. Nice and embarrassing. But yeah, I recognize I know nothing about flying this thing. Need a lot more practice. Alright, we're on GS Star as well. Guess I'll get the gear down. And we'll need autopilot 2 for the auto land. I always feel like it doesn't brake hard enough during the auto land, and it kind of freaks me out. Watercooled says the Mets won the first series I ever remember watching in 1986. Been your team since you were in first grade. That's awesome. I grew up rooting for mostly the Devils. Little bit for Philly sometimes. I remember very much hating the Rangers as a kid. I gotta turn the signs back. It says to turn signs on, which means people have to put their cigarettes out, even though it's against company policy. Alright, GS and Loke. And go around altitude would be what? Climbing left turn 3,000? If I set 3,000, is it going to mess us up? Looks okay. Doesn't look like it's braking anything. Auto brake medium is too strong.
JetBlue 4772, wind 081 at 11. Runway 22 left, cleared to land.
Oh, I forgot to talk to them. Runway 22 left, clear to land, JetBlue 4772. Almost got a deviation. I forgot to tell them we were on final. Yeah, when I was looking at are the calculations here wrong? Look, it has 5,800 feet for medium. If I do low, oh yeah, that seems really bad. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it on medium.
1,000.
All right, flaps full. Oh yeah, come on, auto land. Make me look good. Make me look better than I could ever look myself. You know, it's 22 left is what? 8,400? Oh, Brodeur, yep. Yeah. When I was like a really, really little kid, I remember Sean Burke, I think, was the goaltender. And then Brodeur took over. So yeah, when I was a kid, Brodeur was taking over as the goalie. I remember that. Yeah, Brodeur is incredible. I mean, you must be good if they literally change the markings on the ice because of your play style. That's a pretty big accomplishment, I would say. They changed the rules of the game because of you. You know, like the team or not. Be rivals of the team or not, I think you got to recognize that's pretty amazing. Autoland is just so messed up.
Ram 424, Mohammed V Tower, runway 17 left, line up and wait.
You were just typing the same thing, yeah. Is the auto braking gonna stop? I see the 1,000 foot markers. It's not feeling great right now.
and wait, runway 7 left.
All right, I'm gonna have to hit manual brakes, it looks like. The nose was coming up. What's going on here? Oh, I put no reverse. This was the no reverse thrust.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cabin crew will shortly
Right?
proceed
Yeah, I
with
put no reverse over here.
safety-related duties. However, we ask that you remain seated. Portable electronic devices.
Oh, I didn't bring it to idle myself, that's why. No, wait, no reverse was there, but I didn't bring it to idle again. Oops. All right, calm down. We're where we're supposed to be. Everything's cool. No, I can do no reverse. I just didn't pull it to idle. I forgot you actually had to do one thing.
Smoking is not permitted until you reach a designated smoking area. On behalf of the captain and the crew,
JetBlue 4772, contact ground on 121.9er.
our ground crew will
21-9 JetBlue 4772. Yeah, I have to, actually I had to bring the thrust back to idle. I didn't even do it. 1219. Oops. That's fine, that's fine. I assume Toga happened because I didn't have the throttle at idle, so I was assuming a go around. What just happened over there? Oh, everybody's glitching quite badly over there. Look at that. Bobo is doing a no gear landing. It's got a belly landing right there.
Runway 17 left, cleared for takeoff.
Watch out for the drink, Bobo. Whoops, too much nose wheel steering. All right, let's get the gear. Let's get the flaps up. All right, this is another runway right here. Oh wait. Oops. I don't have the reverse thrust bound actually. All right, I'm just doing all the right things. This is great. Yes, we used all the runway. Everything's fine. This is totally perfect. Kennedy ground JetBlue 4772 is clear of runway 22 left, ready to taxi to the gates. I'm just not gonna tell them we're at the threshold at 31 left. That's totally fine. All right, strobe off. Taxi lights. Flaps retracted, spoilers retracted. Terrain is off, weather radar off. Wind shear off, TCAS on standby. APU as required, start.
JetBlue 4772, taxi to parking via Zulu, hold short of runway tree 1 left, then continue taxi via hotel, hold short of runway 4 left, then continue taxi at your discretion. Have a good day.
All right, taxi to parking via Zulu, hold short 31 left, hotel, hold short 4 left, then at our discretion, JetBlue 4772. What happened to Kennedy Steve? Is he not online right now? Those are a little... They're working on the taxi instructions too. So I guess... So, as part of the Navigraph data, are they going to get the taxi... all the taxiways? Well, let me check Discord. I'm curious if that was in the message or not.
Ram 424 cleared for takeoff, runway 17 left.
Where is it? Partnering with Navigraph for all VFR, IFR frequency data, aerospace data. Okay, I don't think there's taxiways then. So it's all about, it's mostly about global stuff. Alright, so let's see if they gave us good taxiway instructions. We got Zulu. Yeah, Zulu's good.
We'll report one established.
Zulu and then short of 3-1 left. So that would be where we are right now. We're just going to continue from there. I'm just going to leave them alone. But we're going to do what they said. Zulu to hotel. And then they said hold short 4 left, which is great. Yeah, this is all really accurate. And then it said at our discretion after that. Probably because it just doesn't know where we want to go. So we'll just pick any one of these. It's a smiley face. All right, so Zulu to hotel and then cross 4 left. But that's cool. They're looking good. Those are pretty good instructions. Birds.
Bonanza 64 Foxtrot Alpha 2 cleared for takeoff runway tree.
When did they update it? I think they're doing it airport by airport. So if you fly it out of these larger airports, they've been getting more and more accurate. It just matters the airport you're at, but I think they're doing it, yeah, one at a time. And it looks like it's like limited. It didn't tell me which gate to go to. You know, it's just a parking, but it did say to take hotel, Zulu to hotel, and then our discretion. And it had the correct runways, and we're freezing. But yeah, the runways were correct, and the taxiways make sense. We're still frozen. Oh, we're back.
Skyhawk 296, AF Elmira Corning Tower, winds 189er at 16. Runway 23 clear to land.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I gotta be slower with my little nose wheel steering thing here. Tiller wheel. I think ramp would take over near the gates. Oh yeah, I don't know that they support a separate ramp frequency. I would guess, oops, I hit spacebar by accident. Trying to alt tab. There we go. Do they have ramp? No, I just see ground. Yeah, maybe they'll support ramp eventually. That would be really cool.
Atlanta Tower, Spirit Wing 177 is at flight level 113. Spirit Wing 177.
All right. To any gate. Whoops, I went way past hotel. What am I doing? I'm just sitting here looking at the checklist, looking at chat like a good sim pilot. All right, we're gonna take golf instead, I guess.
Request runway 08 left.
You can see following the instructions great down here. We're gonna go to this guy's right arm, the right arm of the stick figure instead, and then proceed directly to the smiley face. Definitely missed that left turn at Albuquerque. All right, we're just gonna cross 4 left at our own discretion.
Thank you. Runway 8 left, clear to land. Spirit Wing 177.
Is Spirit Wings Spirit? Is it known as Spirit Wings when they're flying? I heard that the other time we were flying.
Alpha Mike, extend downwind I. We'll call your base. Roger, extending downwind Skyhawk 505 Alpha Mike. Diamond Tree 71 Bravo Charlie, make a
Alright, which gate looks good? They're all open. Every gate is open with no traffic on.
60 degree right turn, Diamond Tree 71 Bravo Charlie.
I didn't realize that Spirit said Spirit Wings on ATC. That's cool. Today I learned, I actually think the last time I did an auto land, I forgot to pull the thrust back to idle. It just in climb the whole time. Like, why am I not slowing down? That's very interesting. Oh, the brakes are hot. All right.
Brandon 121.9er 296 up Foxtrot.
Which gate looks beautiful? The closest one, of course. That's fine, right? Sure. All right, parking brake is on, lights are off. Flaps were already up. And APU bleed on. Engines off.
Engine off, time lost.
Nose light, anti-ice off, bleed on, stop the elapsed timer, engine 1 and 2 off, seatbelt signs off. Beacon off, fuel pumps off. Crew supply oxygen off. Transponder off. Oh, I turned this to TA by accident instead of changing this to standby earlier. I think I messed that up. Oh yeah, connected. All right, commence deboarding. Get off my aeroplane. Thank you for being confused as to why we use the entire runway length. I hope they enjoyed the tour of 22 left, as we got to see the entire thing. Is that Bobo? What are you doing? It's cool that JFK is going eco-friendly. Oh, just by having so few flights. The VTOL. Oh, it's New York 701. Yeah, I'm not at that level yet. I don't even know how to auto land properly without it turning into a fake go-around situation. I'm not going to be able to do the A320 VTOL just yet. Probably need a good 300-400 more hours. This man UFO'd his way over. Oh, the trees. Oh, the gate trees, yeah. They're going eco-friendly because of the gate trees. Yeah, they have like a little the cables that go from the tree to the jetway, and it actually powers the jetway. One tree per jetway. And yeah, I'm pretty much the only flight as well. That's also saving on it's going very, very hard eco.
Cleared to land runway 27, Diamond Tree 71, Bravo Charlie.
All right, now let's all just sit here and watch 120 passengers deboard. This is fine. All right, we're actually not going to watch these. We're not going to watch all the deboarding. Graphics settings. I'm using mostly high-end graphics right now. I turned high-end, even though I have a 4080, I have high-end graphics. And then I just turned everything in the first section to ultra. So like ultra clouds, buildings, trees, grass. But everything else is just high-end preset. Then I turned off motion blur and turn the glass cockpit refresh rate to high.
45 Charlie, contact ground on 121.
I mean, the main thing for performance is turning off planes. So if you're using live, like even I was using live traffic a couple flights ago with this, and my frames were much worse.
Over to ground, 45 Charlie.
Yeah, I think it's more important to have performance than having more planes in the sky and stuff like that. But I'll probably, eventually use like maybe FSLTL. Like eventually we'll all be using beyond ATC for the traffic injection, because everybody wants that sequence traffic and all that awesome stuff that they're working on. So yeah, I'll definitely be using that when it's available. Sweet. I think I'm going to call it there, guys. Quick 2-hour stream today. Little change of pace back in the Airbus, and
traffic on a 1 mile final, extend downwind.
I feel like last week I went overtime both nights. We did like 4 or 5 hours both nights, so I am down for a little shorter of a flight. We all know that if I do another Airbus flight, it's going to be 3 more hours, so maybe even 4. If we do something longer than Boston to JFK. All right, guys, good game. Hope you enjoyed that incredible by-the-book auto landing. I'm gonna get some dinner before 10 p.m. for once, which will be great, and see you guys in the Discord and all that. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for not screaming on approach. What's going on? 701 flyers doing worse than I did to my passengers, I think. Oh, Rick. What? All right, guys, have a good one. See you, Cyber. See you, Pry. Mimi, Sean, Fish, Mike, and Chris if you're here. Water cooled guy, based. Jewel, Mr. Anderson. Thanks for hanging as always. I'll see you guys in Discord. I'll see you guys on Thursday. Hopefully, we get something new in the marketplace. If I think they said with the Dukes, it's going to be early April. So, not expecting that to be there. How is the game so crispy?
Skyhawk 505 Alpha.
I mean, I'm running it in 4K, but the stream is in 1440p, not in 4K. So that might make it look a little crispier since it's downscaling 4K. But I think the main thing is that I don't have any sort of AI traffic running, right? It's very empty. I have no ground traffic turned on. There are no other airplanes being rendered in except for people on multiplayer. So that's the biggest way to get your performance down, is to eliminate airplanes. Whether that's by turning AI off or multiplayer off, or turning on... There's a few settings in here, Mimi, you can go to under traffic. Like here, I have ground aircraft density off. Just 0 ground aircraft inserted. And then these, you can turn all these two to on. And traffic variety, you can turn traffic variety down as well. So this will limit how many different plane models are loaded in. So the fewer plane models that you have loaded, and the fewer planes in general, is going to improve your performance. And yeah, I would play around with like high-end or medium-end settings and just turn some things to ultra. Like clouds is worth turning to ultra, I think. Clouds are some of the best thing in the game to look at, so yeah, just eliminating planes. That's the #1 way. But I'm on a 4080 with frame generation turned on, so I'm probably getting like 30 or 40 FPS, but it's being doubled by the NVIDIA frame generation technology they have. Yeah, clouds on ultra. Yeah, most important thing. Turn everything else to low if you have to, but keep clouds on ultra. And use live weather whenever you're comfortable, because that'll make the variety of the clouds way, way better. All right, guys. Take it easy. Hope you all have a good night or day. I'll see you guys on Thursday. Have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. Peace.
Bravo, maintain current heading traffic at your 12 o'clock. Current heading, fast 9001 Bravo.